Today was the day we finally rode into Thórsmörk Valley, one of the most beautiful places in all of Iceland. After breakfast at the guest house, we packed our bags into the trailer and got ready for the big day ahead. We walked down the half-mile lane to the pasture where our horses were waiting. It was our first day riding with the herd.
I will take the front riders a little bit further, but not far, so the horses can get in between us. And the rider in the back, our rider in the back, will hold you a little bit away from the herd so you won't push it. They will be eager to go on and in our backs, and we will have a rider there. And we try to hold them from us so we can just ride normally.
Before we set out, the guides explained how the day would work. The riders were divided into two groups, one in front and one behind the herd of free-running horses. The front group kept the herd from running ahead, and the back group made sure none were left behind. We took turns being in the front or back group of riders.
Have a minute.
One of the guide's horses ran loose with us, but his other had to stay on a lead. Apparently, she thinks she's in charge, and she would have taken the whole herd off on their own adventure. The landscape was filled with water, streams, rivers, and shallow crossings everywhere. The horses drank freely as we rode, and we spent most of the day moving at the smooth, steady tolt. The black gravel and rock beneath us were formed by volcanic activity, mostly basalt, Iceland's most common lava rock. As we rode deeper into the valley, the scenery grew more dramatic, with more black rock and green moss covering everything. Even in a place this wild, horses will be horses. One of the loose ones tried to nip at another, reminding us who really runs the show.
Spread out and stop here in the grass.
We stopped for a grass break and spread out to keep the herd with us. One horse decided to roll in the grass, perfectly content. Back on the trail, we followed an F road, short for Fjallvegur, or mountain road. These unpaved tracks cross rivers and rough terrain and are only open to 4x4 vehicles. We crossed another river, one of many, while side-by-sides or off-road vehicles waited for us to pass. Drivers in Thórsmörk know to stop so they don't spook the horses. By mid-morning, we reached a corral where our cook was waiting with hot coffee and snacks. The support truck had followed us the whole way, carrying food, luggage, and anything we might need. The horses took this opportunity for some good back scratches with rolls.
It looks comfy about the winter. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what we're looking at.
Oh, when do we put our in gear?
Enjoy your tea and coffee. We're gonna have a ride and I'm gonna check those two rivers on the way.
I always think to go, but I'm talking. I'm like, oh no. You can't put up with it, yeah. It's like, Micah, you can stay in the back, and Danny, you can be in the front, okay?
After the horses rested, we tacked up our second horses for the day. This time I rode in the back group, watching the herd flow out of the corral and down the valley. My horse was a little anxious that we'd be left behind. The deeper we went, the more breathtaking the scenery became. Green hills, wide rivers, and countless waterfalls tumbling down the cliffs around us. Alongside off-road vehicles crossing the same rivers we did. Far ahead, the herd of horses moved like a living wave through the valley. The view just kept improving, every turn revealing another glacier, another ridge, another stretch of black sand and green moss. We will ride to one of these glaciers tomorrow afternoon. We stopped for lunch while the horses grazed in a pasture. When it was time to go, the guides rounded them up and caught each horse in a makeshift corral.
Yeah, maybe one more. That would be great.
I think they're coming in over there as well.
Ah, yeah, okay.
Ali!
Is that the one you had on the third?
I tacked up my third horse of the day and rode with the front group this time. The herd followed behind as we tolted through terrain that looked straight out of a fairy tale. Mossy boulders and rock formations that made you believe elves could definitely live here. We rode past one of Þórsmörk's most famous landmarks, the canyon Stakkholtsgjá, or something like that, a deep ravine carved by glacial meltwater. Hidden inside is a waterfall often used as a filming location. We shared the road with the big mountain buses that carry visitors into Thorsmork. The bus tires are built to handle the rivers we just crossed on horseback.
No interest. No interest.
They prefer the grass, but they.
By late afternoon, we reached the corral where our horses would stay the night. My mare yawned as I untacked her, clearly ready for dinner. We rolled out hay for the herd, spreading it around the corral so everyone got a share.
Beautiful picture. Yes.
With their long manes blowing in the wind and a glacier rising behind them, they looked like they belonged on an album cover for an 80s rock band.
We go a little bit back or jump over the cliff.
We walked to our lodging for the night, the Basar Hut in Thórsmörk. Dorm-style bunks, coin-operated hot showers, and Eldhestar will give you a coin for the shower, and a warm meal cooked by our guide made it the perfect ending to an unforgettable day.
It's just sort of like